So today we are going to start the chapter number 5, that is arithmetic progression. So in this chapter, arithmetic progression, so first we'll do the introduction part. So what is all about arithmetic progression? What is arithmetic? In short, we call it AP. So if we see here that Reena applied for a job and got selected, she has been offered a job with a starting monthly salary of rupees 8,000 with the annual increment of rupees 500 in her salary. Her salary is in rupees for the first, second and third years will be respectively 8,000, 8,500 and 9,000. Likewise, the length of the rugs we can see, these are called the rugs. So these are decreasing by 2 centimeter from the bottom to the top. So this is of the maximum length and this is of the minimum length. So we can see here the length of the bottom one is 45, then 43, then 41, 39, 37, 35, 33 and 31 likewise. Now, likewise in a saving scheme we see the amount becomes 1/4 times of itself after every 3 years. The maturity amount of the investment of rupees 8,000 after 3, 6 and 9 and the 12 years is 1,000, then 12,500, then 15,625 and then 19,531.25. So now if we see here, likewise if we take one more example, so in this example it is given 1 square, 2 square, 3 square. So this is 1 square 1, 2 square means 4 and 3 square means 9. So now looking at all these, so what we can observe here, okay, so we do we find a pattern of this? Means if we have to find the next value, can we easily find it? So if we are able to set a relation between, if we are able to understand the pattern, then we can easily tell what will be the next value. So in the examples above, we observe some of the pattern. In some we find that the succeeding terms are obtained by adding a fixed number, in the other by multiplying with a fixed number, in the another we get that they are squared of the consecutive numbers and so on. So in this chapter we shall discuss one of these pattern in which the successive terms are obtained by adding a fixed number of the preceding terms. So we shall also see how to find their nth term and the sum of the n consecutive terms and use of the knowledge in solving some daily life problems. Okay, so looking here at the arithmetic progression, like we have arithmetic progression, we have the geometric progression, then we have the mix of both harmonic progressions. Now considering the following list of the numbers, we have 1 2 3 4 dot 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 100 70 40 10 dot 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 minus 3 minus 2 minus 1 0 dot 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 3 3 3 3 3 dot 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 minus 1 minus 1.5 minus 2 minus 2.5 dot dot dot. So each of the numbers in the list is called the term. So every number is said to be term, like first term, second term, third term, fourth term, first term, second term, third term, fourth term, first term, second term, third term, fourth term, first term, second term, third term, fourth term likewise. So in each term, here the 1 is more than the preceding terms. Here each term is 30 less than the preceding term. Then third is what we are doing here, we are just adding plus 1 to the each successive term. Then in this we are adding 0 with each, we can say it, yes. Likewise in the fifth, what we are doing, we are just adding minus 0.5 with each, minus 0.5 with each. Okay, so now, so in all these above we see that the successive terms are obtained by adding a fixed number of preceding them. So such list of numbers is said to form an arithmetic progression AP. So arithmetic progression is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term. Adding the fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. If we see here, so what we are doing here, like we are adding 1 to each term. So we are not considering the first term, we have to look from the second, third, fourth and likewise. Okay, so now the fixed number is called here the common difference. So that fixed number is called the common difference. So of the AP, remember that it can be positive, negative, 0. So this fixed number can be positive, can be negative, can be 0, like we have seen in the example. Here it is positive, here it is negative and here it is 0. So it may be 0, it may be negative, it may be positive, common difference. So let us denote the first term of an AP by A1, second term by A2 and nth term by AN. The common difference of D, then the AP becomes, D is a common difference, then AP will become A1, A2, A3, A4 and so on up to AN. Now how to find the difference? So we see a2 minus a1 is equals to a3 minus a2 is equals to so on an minus 1 is equals to d. Means if the difference is same, the given series is an AP. Some more examples of APs are, if you see, the height of the some students on the school is standing in a queue in the morning assembly 147, 148, 149, so on up to 157. The minimum temperature recorded recorded for a week in the month of January in a city arranged in the ascending order are this much: minus 1, 3.1, minus 3, minus 2.9, minus 2.8, minus 2.7, minus 2.6 and minus 2.5. So likewise the balance money in rupees after paying 5% of the total loan of rupees 1000 every year is 950, 900, 850, 800, so on up to 50. Then we are talking about the cash price is increasing by 50, 200, 250 and likewise up to 750. Then likewise the total saving in every month for the 10 years is rupees 50. Then starting with 50 in the first year, 100 in the 50 in the first month, 100 in the second month, 150 in the third month and so on. So now in general, if we explain this, we can write this as a plus d, a plus 2d and a plus 3d and so on. A is for the first term, d is for the common difference. So second term is first term plus common difference, then third term is here first term plus twice the common difference, then likewise. So now the general form of AP, if you talk about the general form of an AP, so before that, now so representing arithmetic progression where a is the first term, d is the common difference, so this is called the general form of an AP. But we have just look here. Now when the number of terms are fixed, means when the last term is given in a series, they are called the finite AP. If we see all these examples from what we have done right now, all these are finite AP. Reason is because the last term is known to us in every example. Now if we find that the last term is not known to us, then it is infinite AP. Infinite AP, for example, if we just turn this page, in the previous page, if you see here, so we can see here the dotted are indicating that it is not definite, it is up to infinite. So these are the examples of infinite APs because last term is not known to us. Okay, so now this point is clear. So moving towards the next one. So if we see here 6, 9, 12, 15 is given, then a is 6 here, d is equals to 9 minus 6, that is minus 3. Then AP, then the AP is, if the difference is minus 3 here, it is plus 3, then it is 6, 3, 0, minus 3 and on. If a is equals to minus 7 we have, then d is equals to minus 2 we have, then AP is minus 7, minus 9, minus 11, minus 13. What we are doing? We are simply adding d with every term, with the consecutive terms likewise. Okay, then we have few examples. Okay, with the help of examples we'll able to understand. Now for the AP, 3 upon 2, 1 upon 2, minus 1 upon 2, minus 3 upon 2, so on. Write the first term a and the common difference. So the first term is 3 upon 2, common difference is second term minus first term, that is 1 upon 2 minus 3 upon 2, which is equals to minus 1. Then the next, which of the following list of the numbers form AP? Now we have to check whether these are in AP or not. If they form AP, find the next two terms. So 4, 10, 16, 10. So we are finding a2 minus a1, difference of second term minus first term, which is equals to 6. Difference of third term minus second term, which is equals to 6. Difference of fourth term minus third term, which is again equals to 6. So what we are finding here, we can see here that it is coming same, so it is an AP. Now we have to find the next two terms. So what we'll do, we'll add the 22 plus 6, that is 28. Then 28 plus 6, 34 likewise. Then second is 1 minus 1 minus 3 minus 5. So what we are doing here, we are writing here difference, finding the difference a2 minus a1, which is minus 2, a3 minus a2, which is equals to minus 2, and a4 minus a3, which is equals to minus 2. We can see the difference of the consecutive terms is same, so it means it is an AP. So next two terms will be, what is the last term here? If you see the last term minus 5, so minus 5 plus minus 2, which will be minus 7, then minus 7 plus minus 2, which is equals to minus 9. Then third is given minus 2 plus 2 and all. So we'll find the difference a2 minus a1, that is 2 minus of minus 2, that is 2 plus 2 is equals to 4. a3 minus a2, which is equals to minus 2 minus 2, that is minus 4. So we can easily see here that a2 minus a1 is not equals to a3 minus a2. So it means Since the difference is not same, it is not common, so it is not an AP. So there is no need to find the next two terms. Then we have here in the fourth part what is given, the numbers are given like 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 3 and all. So what we are finding the difference a2 minus a1 1 minus 1 0, a3 minus a2 1 minus 1 0, a4 minus a3 2 minus 1 is equals to 0. So we can see here the difference is equal, but here the difference is not equal, so it means it is not an AP. So on the basis of this we'll solve the first exercise, okay, in the same video. First question, if we see here, the first question is, in which of the following situations does the list of the numbers involved makes an arithmetic progression in y? The first is the taxi fare after each kilometer when the fare is rupees 15 for the first kilometer and rupees 8 for the additional kilometer. So if we see here, fare for the first kilometer rupees 15, for the second kilometer it is 15 plus 8, that is 23, for the third kilometer it is 23 plus 8, that is 31, and for the fourth kilometer it is 39, that is 31 plus 8 is equal to 39. So we can see here that the difference between the second, the first term, the third and the second term, and then the fourth and the third term is same. So it means, so when we have the same difference between the successive terms, so it means it is an AP, that is common difference we have. Then looking at the question number second part, it is given that the amount of air present in a cylinder when the vacuum pump remove 1/4 of the remaining in the cylinder at a time. So we can see here, let the amount of the air in the cylinder be x, then if we remove 1/4, so remaining will be 1 upon x minus 1/4x, that is 3/4x. Then the after second removal, 3/4x minus 1/4 of 3/4x is equals to 9/14x, and then after removing the 1/4 of the remaining one, the result is 27/64x. So when we find the difference, so we can see here a2 minus a1 is equals to minus 1/4x, a3 minus a2 is equals to minus 3/16x, and a4 minus a3 is equals to, we have here minus 9/64x. So we can see here the difference of the successive term is not same, it is different every time, so it means it is not an AP. So looking at the next third part, in the third part what we have, in the third part we have the cost of digging 1 meter is rupees 150. Okay, so before solving the question, look at the question itself. The cost of digging a well after every meter of digging, when it costs rupees 150 for the first meters and rises by rupees 50 for the each subsequent meters. So now looking here, so we can see here that for the first meter it is rupees 150, for the second meter is 150 plus 50, that is 200, for third it is 200 plus 50, that is 250, and for the fourth it is 250 plus 50, that is 300. Now we are finding the difference a2 minus a1, which is 50, a3 minus a2 50, and a4 minus a3 50. So we can easily see that the difference between the successive term is same, so hence it is an AP. So it is an AP. Now looking at the next part, in the next part what we have, if we see the question, we have here the amount of money in the account every year when 10,000 is deposited at the compound interest at 8% per annum. This is compound interest. So compound interest, so the formula for the compound interest, as we all know, so here the rate is 8%, principal is rupees 10,000, so amount after 1 year is 10,001 plus 8/100 whole raised to power 1, that is 10,800. And then for the second year it is 10,800 multiplied by 1 plus 8/100 whole raised to power 2, that is 12,597. Now after then for the third year if we see, so for the third year it is 12,597 into 1 plus 8/100 whole raised to power 3, so that is 50,869. So we see here the difference between the consecutive terms is not same, it's not constant, so it means therefore it is example of not same, so hence it is not an AP. Now looking at the question number 2, write first 4 terms of an AP when the first term is given, the common difference is given. So look at the first part, A is given equals to 10, D is equals to 10. So now first term will be, that is a1 is equals to a equals to 10, a2 is equals to a plus d, which is equals to 10 plus 10 20, then a3 is equals to a plus d, that is 20 plus 10 is equals to 30, then a3 is equals to a4 is equals to a3 plus d, that is 30 plus 10 is equals to 40. Then in the second part, a is minus 2 and d is 0. So again a is minus 2, d is 0, so first term is a1 is equals to a is equals to minus 2, a2 is equals to a1 plus d is equals to minus 2 plus 0, that is minus 2. Then if we see Yes. Then a2 is equals to a plus d, that is minus 2 plus 0 is equals to minus 2. Then third term is a3 is equals to a2 plus d is equals to minus 2 plus 0 is equals to minus 2. Then fourth term is a3 plus d is equals to minus 2 plus 0, which is equals to minus 2 again. Okay, so we can easily find. So what we are observing here, that all the terms are the same. Why? The reason is very simple, because the difference is here 0 only. Now then third part is a is equals to 4 is given, d is equals to minus 3 is given. So first term is a1 is equals to a is equals to 4, a2 is equals to a plus d, that is 4 minus 3 is equals to 1, a3 is equals to a2 plus d, which is 1 minus 3 is equals to minus 2, and a4 is equals to a3 plus d, which is equals to minus 5. So we can easily find in the same way fourth part, a1 given as minus 1, d is equals to half. So a1 remains same, that is a1 is equals to a is equals to minus 1, a2 is equals to a1 plus d, which is equals to minus 1, minus 1 plus half, which is minus half, then a plus d, a2 plus d is equals to minus half plus half, which is 0, a4 is equals to a3 plus d is equals to 0 plus half, that is half. So moving towards the next part, we can see in the fifth part what we have. It is given that a is equals to minus 1.25, d is equals to 0.25. So first term is a1 is equals to a is equals to minus 1.25. Second term is a2 is equals to a1 plus d is equals to minus 1.5. Then third term a3 is equals to a2 plus d, which is equals to minus 1.75. Then fourth term is a3 plus d is equals to minus 1.75 minus 1.25, which is equals to minus 2. Yes. So okay. Now in the question number 3, if we see what is given in the question number 3, question number 3, it is given that for the following APs, write the first term and the common difference. So it is given first is 3 minus 1 plus 1, then minus 1, then minus 3. So here a is equals to 3, d is equals to a2 minus a1, that is minus 2. Then here the second is minus 5 minus 1, 3, 7, which is equals to minus 5. Then d is equals to a2 minus a1, that is 4. And the third 1 upon 3, 5 upon 3, 9 upon 3, and 13 upon 3. Again we have to find the difference, which is equals to 4 upon 3. Then fourth is 0.65, 1.7, 2.8, 3.9. So we have here a 0.6 and difference is a2 minus a1, that is 1.1. So it's very easy to find, because here what we have to tell, we have to just find the first term and the common difference. Common difference always means like second term minus first term, third term minus second term, likewise. Now moving towards the question number 4. In the question number 4, what we have in the question number 4, they are saying that which of the following are APs. First we have to check whether the given are APs or not. If they form an AP, find the common difference d and the right 3 more terms, means next 3 terms we have to write. So looking at the first part, in the first part what do they have given? They have given us 2, 4, 8, 16. So difference a2 minus a1 is equals to 2, a3 minus a2 is equals to 4, and a4 minus a3 is equals to 8. So we can see here that the difference between the consecutive term is not same, so it means it is not an AP. It is not an AP. Then moving towards the second part, in the second part we can see the a is 2, then 5 upon 2, 3, and 7 upon 2. So a2 minus a1 will be half, a3 minus a2 is again half, and a4 minus a3 is again half. So we can see here the difference between the consecutive terms is same, so it is an AP. Now we have to find the next term. So fifth term will be a4 plus d, that is 4. Then next we have the sixth term. Sixth term will be a6, that is a5 plus d, which is equals to 4 plus half, 9 upon 2. Then seventh term is a6 plus d, that is 9 upon 2 plus half, that is 5. Now since it is an AP, this is the reason why we are finding the next 3 terms. Now looking at the third part, minus 1 upon 2, minus 3.2, minus 5.2, minus 7.2. So we have here a2 minus a1 is equals to minus 3.2, minus of minus 1.2, that is plus 1.2, which is equals to minus 2. Then a3 minus a2 is equals to minus 2. Then a4 minus a3 is equals to minus 2. So we can easily see the difference between the consecutive terms, successive terms is equal, so it is an AP. Now we have to find the fifth term. Fifth term is a4 plus d, which is equals to minus 9.2. Then sixth term is a plus d, a5 plus d, which is equals to minus 11.2. And the seventh term is a6 plus d, that is minus 13.2. So when the given series is an AP, then we have to find the next 3 terms. Okay, moving towards the fourth part. In the fourth part they have given us minus 10, minus 6, minus 2, and 2. So if we find the difference, a2 minus a1, which is equals to 4, a3 minus a2, which is equals to 4, a4 minus a3, which is equals to 2. Now the difference between the successive terms of the same, hence it is an AP. So common difference is 4. So what we have to find the next term, fifth term is a5, which is equals to a plus d, that is 6. then a6 is equals to a5 plus d, which is equals to 10, and 7th term is equals to 14th. So we have here all the terms. Now looking at the fifth part, in the fifth part what they have given us, they have given us 3 plus root 2, 3 plus 2 root 2, 3 plus 3 root 2 likewise. So a2 minus a1 we are finding the difference, which is equals to root 2, a3 minus a2 which is again equals to root 2, and a4 minus a3 is again equals to root 2. So we can see here that the difference between the consecutive terms is same, so it is an AP. Now we have to find the next term. So in the next term, so if we see the next term, yes, so a5 is equals to a4 plus d, that is 3 plus 3 root 2 plus root 2, that is 3 plus 4 root 2. Then a6 is equals to a5 plus d, which is equals to 3 plus 4 root 2 plus root 2, that is 3 plus 5 root 2. Then a7 is equals to a6 plus d, that is a plus 5 root 2 plus root 2, which is equals to 3 plus 6 root 2. Then in the sixth part we can see the numbers are given as 0.2, 0.22, 0.222, 0.2222. So a2 minus a1 is 0.02, a3 minus a2 is 0.002, and a4 is, and the third difference is a4 minus a3 is equals to 0.0002. So what we have observed, that the difference between the successive term is not same, so hence it is not an AP. Now looking at the seventh part, 0, minus 4, minus 8, minus 12. So a2 minus a1 is minus 4, a3 minus a2 is minus 4, a4 minus a3 minus 4. So we have observed that the difference between the consecutive term is same, so it is an AP. So now common difference is minus 4, so now fifth term is a4 plus d, which is equals to minus 12 minus 4 minus 16, a6 is equals to a5 plus d, which is equals to minus 20, and seventh term is a7, which is a6 plus d, which is equals to minus 24. Now coming to the next part, in the next part, eighth part, what we have, we can see here, we have here minus half, minus half, minus half, minus half. So what we have observed there, if you find the difference, it will be 0, 0, 0, because when we subtract the same number, yes, then the result is 0. So difference is 0 here. Now since the difference is same, difference between the consecutive terms is same, so it means it is an AP. So now fifth term is again a4 plus d, which is equals to minus half, a6 is equals to minus half, a7 is equals to minus half. Now in the ninth part, if you see here 1, 3, 9, 27, then if you find the difference, a2 minus a1 is equals to coming 2, a3 minus a2 is coming 9 minus 3 6, then a4 minus a3 is equals to 18. So we can see here the difference between the successive terms is not same, so hence it is not an AP. Hence it is not an AP. Now moving to the 10th part, a2, a3, a4, a2 minus a1 is equals to a3 minus a2 is equals to a4 minus a3 is equals to a. So the difference between the successive terms are same, so hence it is an AP. Now next term, fifth term is a5 is equals to a4 plus d, that is 5a. Sixth term is a6 is equals to a5 plus d, which is equals to 6a. Seventh term is a6 plus d, which is equals to 6a plus a7a. So in this way we can find the remaining next three terms. Now moving towards the 11th part, so 11th part it is given a square, a cube, a raised to power 4. If we subtract these, then a2 minus a1 is a square minus a3 minus a2 is a cube minus a square, a4 minus a3 is equals to a raised to power 4 minus a cube. So what we can observe here, that the difference between the successive terms is not same, so it is not an AP. Now moving toward the 12th part, it is given root 2, root 8, then root 18, root 8, then root 18, and then root 32. So if we write this as a2 minus a1, then root 8 minus root 2. So root 8 can be written as 2 root 2 minus root 2, that is root 2. Then a3 minus a2, root 18 can be written as 3 root 2, and root 8 can be written as 2 root 2. Again the answer is root 2. a4 minus a3 is root 32 minus root 18, that is 4 root 2 minus 3 root 2, that is root 2. So again the difference between the successive terms are same, so it is hence it is an AP. So common difference is root 2. So next term will be a5 is equals to a4 plus d, that is root 32 plus root 2, that is 4 root 2 plus root 2, 5 root 2, which is equals to root 50. Then a6 is equals to a5 plus d, that is 5 root 2 plus root 2, that is 6 root 2, that is root 72. And seventh term is a7, that is a6 plus d is equals to 6 root 2 plus root 2, that is 7 root 2, which is equals to root 98. So in this way we can find the next terms. Now looking at the next, now what we have the next part, in the next part we have here, so in this part we can see here we have root 3, root 6, root 9, root 12, which can be in a2 minus a1, root 6 minus root 3, a3 minus a2, root 9 minus root 6, that is 3 minus root 6. Then a4 minus a3 will be 2 root 3 minus 3. So the difference of successive term is not same, hence it is not an AP. Then we have 14th part, that is 1 square, 3 square, 5 square, 7 square. So here we have a2 minus a1 is equals to 3 square minus 1 square, that is 9 minus 1 8. Then a2 minus a3 minus a2 is equals to 5 square minus 3 square, that is 25 minus 9 is equals to 16. Then a4 minus a3 is equals to 7 square minus 5 square, that is again 24. So we can see here the difference between the successive terms are not same, so hence it is not in AP. Now then the 15th part is 1 square, 5 square, 7 square. So here we can see here a2 minus a1, that is 5 square minus 1 square, which is equals to 24. Then a3 minus a2 is equals to 7 square minus 5 square, which is equals to again 24. Then next is a4 minus a3 is equals to 7 t3 minus 7 cube, which is again equals to 24. So what we have observed here, we have observed that the difference is same in all, so it means it is a common difference. So next three terms we can find, means that is an AP. So fifth term is a4 plus d, which is equals to 7 t3 plus 24, that is 97. Sixth term is a6 equals to a5 plus d, that is 97 plus 24, 121. Then seventh term is a6 plus d, which is equals to 121 plus 24, that is 145. So in this way we can easily solve this first exercise. Okay, so after this we'll solve the next exercise. So